when you first reached out, I thought this was an amazing opportunity to get more Reddit thoughts to be put into the game. So we always appreciate you doing that for us.
Always about the community.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for Hey Dave.
Hey Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1 spot. And a deep 3 from Lillard. Offensive rebound. From deep. Lillard again missing. On offense, here are the Bucks. Here's Bledsoe. The kick out to Matthews. Tips it, trying to get open is Lopez. And it's Bledsoe with the extra effort.
Wow, that's something else there. A small guard like Bledsoe in there with the second chance hoop. That's physicality.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. The 15-footer. Lillard left side. From deep three-point range. Lillard again missing.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league. And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. And the shot goes down.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
For Portland, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And Lillard throws it down.
You want evidence of Lillard finishing at the rim? I give you Exhibit A.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And they double up Giannis. Yep, that one goes. Antetokounmpo's got 7 points in the game.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start. No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
We have a step back. Portland grabs the miss. Lillard with it. Feeds it to Nurkic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Wesley Matthews on the wing. Back to Bledsoe. The 3 ball. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 3. Ariza has the open look. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Lopez with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Giannis. Another shot. Kicks it down to Middleton. And there's the pass to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Clock at 6. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. 9 points in the game so far. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Here's Bledsoe, and Bledsoe with the stop.
Well, Bledsoe at that size, being able to get up onto the rim, that is impressive stuff.
Lillard with it. Matthews covering. Lopez with the block.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
And the jam by Bledsoe.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Nurkic can't hit. Bucks leading by 11. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. In the corner, Middleton with it. Back to Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got 13.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And so, well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Hill. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot. Hill kicks to Antetokounmpo. It's back to Hill. Here's Lopez. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 13-point game.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
DiVincenzo with it. Now guarded by Hood. It's 2-on-1. Throws it up high. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Ilyasova comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there to go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Here's Trent after the basket by Milwaukee. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's DiVincenzo. And the shot goes in.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Hill. Lopez finds Ilyasova. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Whiteside, the pass to Collins. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Marvin Williams is checked in for Milwaukee. Here's Korver, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
As soon as Whiteside positions himself, he just spikes that one away. It's like he's playing beach volleyball.
Outside Williams. Three-pointer. And again, the Bucks miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Little, and it's Little finishing it off.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now here's Williams. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Here's the three. That's good from Williams on the assist by Ilyasova. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Korver, no luck.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident. And Nasir Little, a player who fell on draft day, ended up with Portland. You know, he didn't do much as a rookie, but the potential is there.
For Nasir Little, it's going to come down to the defensive end of the floor. If he can get minutes out there and show that he's willing to get down in the stance, become a stopper, some of that offense is going to come along as a byproduct of playing with better offensive players.
The shot by Williams, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And it's sent back by Bledsoe. And it's the Bucks on the break. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists now in this one.
Can't lose sight of Bledsoe out there in a blur. He's so good in transition.
Lillard misses.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate. No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Looking to get back on track here.
Just straight quickness. Lillard showing off the effortless blow-by.
Milwaukee leading by 16. Bledsoe left side. The kick out to Williams. Bledsoe outside. That doesn't go either for Bledsoe. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Pass to Little. And the layup's good off the glass. That's 7 points for Nasir Little.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
And he gets it to go.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into score.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 15 points, 5. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the small forward. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions.
And in a league where perimeter shooting is highly valued, veteran Wesley Matthews finding his services still very much in demand.
It's been a really remarkable career for a guy that went undrafted back in 2009. Most of the time we think about that solid defense where he's going to have the toughest assignment at the wing or guard position, but that reliable three-point shot really coming into play here.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Deep two from Anthony. Portland again missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his first foul. A different look for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. The kick out to Matthews. From outside the arc. Milwaukee keeping it alive. The new 14.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
Oh, Whiteside in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Just a great alley-oop there. Teammates connecting. Whiteside with the jam. The D wants no part of that.
Outside Matthews. To the wing right side. Here's Connaughton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That's his first foul. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Wesley Matthews. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Hood's checked in.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold and then take what the defense gives you.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. To the paint. Here's Connaughton. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Connaughton's got 5 points now in the quarter. McCollum against Lopez. Here's Whiteside. The shot comes out, so Milwaukee will take it the other way.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Left side Ariza. Passes it to Trent. Trailblazers moving the ball around. McCollum no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here we go. Whiteside dishes to Ariza. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That'll be his second foul of the game. Marvin Williams is checked in for the Bucks. Korver comes in for Pat Connaughton. And Portland with a change here too. Anthony's checked in. It's back to Hill. Pass to DiVincenzo. This one for three. Korver, good. Korver's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
And now Portland on the break. The dish to Lillard. The tray. Kicks it out to Ariza. Shoots the three. Outside Anthony. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Ariza, right side. And here's Anthony for three. The rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Lillard from deep three-point land, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got 9.
What a tremendous ability to hit from so far out. That's a big-time three.
DiVincenzo passes to Ilyasova. Leaps for it. Takes a three. No good. And so it's Milwaukee controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shoot. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Ilyasova at the 4 with Lopez at the 5. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And the Bucks with possession here. Bledsoe finds Ilyasova. And here's Middleton, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Chris Middleton has worked his way back and come a long way. The former second-round pick becoming a consistent starter in the league.
5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Sinks the triple.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Nurkic kicks to Ariza. Kicks it out to Lillard. From deep. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Matthews dishes to Middleton. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
The pass to Bledsoe. Middleton with it. Moves back up. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Lillard again missing.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled and really probably why they're trailing.
And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Sterling Brown comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Ilyasova against Collins. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now here's Little. Tight defense on him. To the right side. To end the cold streak. Collins, good. Collins has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s.
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. From deep three-point range, Hood can't get it to go. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. It's good.
Outstanding job by Korver in how he swings the pass over to the most open man on the court.
Hood on the wing. The three. The rebound by the Bucks.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bucks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And Azania gets it to go.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Milwaukee's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And now Portland on the break. Lobbed up there for Collins.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Brown feeling it out a bit. Deflects the pass inside. Here's Lopez. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And it's sent back by Hill.
That's pretty much all length from George Hill to get to that rejection.
Lopez passes to Hill. He dishes it to Korver. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
community. So let's get into 21. What is your favorite mode or favorite thing about NBA 2K21 so far?
I love the new beach. I walk around.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on DH.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Howard in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony. And it's Ariza in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Nurkic, and stolen by Howard. To the inside, here's Davis, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. The feed to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
He could have tried to force a shot there. Instead, LeBron keeps his eyes up, finds an open teammate.
Here's Lillard, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Down low, here's Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Lillard with the bucket.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep 3.
And for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's best. Oh, that was something else.
That was nasty.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Kicks it out to Ariza. Lillard scanning the floor. Feeds to Nurkic. No good on that one. Great D that time from Howard. Here's Caldwell-Pope.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
It's his first trip to the line.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
And Caldwell-Pope drops them both. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Howard, the pass to Davis. Shoots from 12. And too long on the shot. For Portland, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Lillard. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor and then instant and finishing on the break.
Davis kicks to Green. Davis, the pass to Green. Back to Davis. 5 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Lakers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Howard dishes to Caldwell-Pope. Howard, the pass to Davis. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for LeBron. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
.136 left to play in the first quarter. And McGee kicks to Kuzma. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's McGee.
There to blow up the play. Hassan makes the right read, defends it well.
Now the pass to McCollum. Portland no good that time either. The Lakers trace. To the paint. They need this one. And there's the nice layup by Rondo.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And the basket by McCollum.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Morris outside. McGee finds Morris. Back to McGee. Fades and shoots. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's McCollum. Collins trying to break free. And yes, it's good. McCollum's got 6.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
Over to the wing. Caruso, the pass to McGee. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Both free throws good from McGee. Here's Trent with 1 on the clock, and the jam by Whiteside.
The activity of Whiteside, if he plays with consistent energy, the sky's the limit.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He got into double digits for the... And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who took...
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this 2nd quarter, they've got Rajon Rondo. Morris is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caruso in at the 2-guard spot. Whiteside finds Hood. Back to Whiteside. His 2nd shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I'll tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold. And anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from McGee. Here's Trent, still looking for his first bucket in this one. From past the arc, it's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Lillard's checked in for Portland. Trailblazers leading by 6. From deep, Dwight Howard grabs the board. Caldwell Pope left side. Little with the rebound.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Nobody near Lillard. Dwight Howard grabs the board.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Misses the layup. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Whiteside kicks to Hood. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Portland's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Hood, the pass to Nurkic. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Outside for Caldwell Pope. On the wing, Davis. Back to Caldwell Pope. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Unselfish play by Davis. He understands that his scoring can only take this team so far. He needs help from the guys around him.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender. Guards multiple positions and turns away a number.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
It's Davis with the drive. Second shot opportunity. Misses at the rim. Portland leading. To stop the drought. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Howard.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Yep, it counts. Anthony's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Bucket is good.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Dwight Howard. Lillard from outside. They grab their own miss.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Back to Davis. And he uses the glass on the layup. 8 points for Davis.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Lillard fires away from way outside, but they'll get another chance. Kuzma pulls it in. And it's sent back by Lillard. And they're able to recover. And James gets it to go on the assist by Green. And the Lakers lead by 1. James against Lillard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Zach Collins checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Rondo's checked in. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Trent's checked in. And then for the Lakers, Morris comes in for James. And it's Alex Caruso in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. McCollum dishes to Collins. Deep two from Anthony. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Lakers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So that'll... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We were a competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much difficulty.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Anthony out there with Whiteside. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Trent in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Anthony with it. Now Green defending. Now Davis. It's stolen by Ariza. It's stolen by Davis. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Caldwell-Pope. And he banks in the layup. Caldwell-Pope's got the lead up to 7 outs for Los Angeles.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
McCollum fires from way outside.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Whiteside. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. Whiteside's got 6.
Well, you need to start somewhere. After 4 straight misses this half, let's see if this gets them going.
James finds Caldwell-Pope. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively. For sure.
He has gone ice cold this quarter, obviously not helping their cause.
Takes the 3. Portland grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. You know, Steve, one thing you admire about LeBron, how he shapes a possession for his team. He'll create situations where he gets a mismatch or helps his teammate find one.
You know, Kevin, LeBron will use his high screens to just kind of shuffle defenders, make them think. Once he sees an opportunity, he'll pounce all over it. You can see him do this the most at the end of close games.
Lakers leading by 10. JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Davis. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Portland. And then for Los Angeles, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Anthony Davis. Alex Caruso comes in for Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Caldwell-Pope.
Add that one to LeBron's highlight reel. How about the creativity in midair?
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
You know what we call this play? A dumb play all the way around, especially at this particular time.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. The kick out to LeBron. And the Lakers turn it over again. Trailblazers trail by 13. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. And the Lakers making a change here. Morris is checked in from deep three-point range. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Lillard. From deep. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Lasagna. Out to Hood to end the run. The Trailblazers rebound. Pass to Lillard. The three. Outside Hood for the three. The three-pointer is right on target. Hood's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Here's Rondo. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That is his first foul of the game. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. Passes it to Nurkic. Lillard from outside. And another three for Portland.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had one triple in the first half. Now has his second.
Here's Caruso. That shot no good. They teed that time from Hood. And a deep three from Lillard. The long distance three is buried. Now just a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Rondo, and it's sent back by Lillard. 3-on-3.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
A different look now for Portland. Zach Collins checked in for Whiteside. Little comes in for Hezonja, and McCollum subbed in for Rodney Hood. The Lakers also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Markieff Morris, and it's Anthony Davis in for James.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch, but right now he's hurting the team.
Pass to Davis. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. And two shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Portland the foul. The Lakers have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. He hits both from the stripe. There's 18 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lillard with it. He's got 17. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. From deep three-point range, Little controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Davis. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot manning the middle. For three, Caldwell-Pope. The offensive rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one's on Anthony.
When trying to guard AD, I'll tell you, the combination of size and quickness is brutal. Hard not to foul him.
That one is no good.
It's important to stretch this lead out as much as possible right now, and that's exactly what he did there.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Caldwell Pope finds Howard. And a wide open look for Rondo. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Kicks it out to McCollum. Anthony down low. He's guarded by Davis. And Davis sends it back.
Good job by AD, not giving up on the play. Tracking the ball, blocking the shot. Appreciate the hustle.
The Lakers in the lead. The drive by Rondo. Howard. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
James checked in for Rajon Rondo. And that one falls for Howard.
And the former first overall pick in the 04 draft, Howard has had a stellar career, a dominant force who continues to frustrate the opposition.
Cullen passes to Nurkic. Anthony right side. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. And it falls over the rim and in.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Right side Green. Here's Davis. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
See, in the past, the contact might have discouraged Davis, but now he plays right through it.
Here's McCollum. Anthony left side. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Just love the focus when he gets around the rim. How huge could those 2 points be?
A reason no one. Lakers leading by 5 and pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Anthony, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. The drive by Green. Good D by Ariza.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Anthony dishes to Nurkic. Howard with the steal. Now here's Caldwell Pope to the inside. Howard can't hit.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
It's 2-on-1. Up the floor. And James throws it down.
A competitor in everything he does. LeBron with the strong finish.
McCollum, no good. LA has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Lets it go with a 3. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Trailblazers now. Trailblazers trail by 7. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And LeBron throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Caldwell Pope outside. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And here comes Ariza, leading the fast break. Kicks it out to McCollum. Can they get it? It's not going to go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
And though he's a physical, tough-minded individual, Danny Green's averaged less than 1 free throw attempt per game over his career. That's surprising.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. Avery Bradley comes in for Anthony Davis. Swanigan kicks to Hezonja. Wants to get it to Collins and does. And Hezonja gets it to go.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Green finds McGee. It's Bradley on the wing. Inside, intercepted. And now Portland on the break. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Dishes it to McGee. The pass to Smith. LeBron James on the wing. There's the three. Off target. And so Los Angeles takes the win. A solid win. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. the Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles. And before we get going, let's...
Kevin, thank you very...
You're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Howard is out there with Davis. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward. Here's Bledsoe. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Caldwell Pope, stolen by Middleton. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. Middleton dishes to Matthews. Back to Middleton. And that one hits back iron.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Caldwell Pope passes to James. Count that one.
Oh, he's just super efficient when he's close to the rim. James is like a master at knowing which way to take it.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
It's LeBron with the drive. That one good for 2.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
Here's Giannis. Excellent D from Howard.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
This is to James over Bledsoe, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jerry. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
The Lakers with a quick start to this game. It's a 3-point game. Knocked away. And they double up James. And it's the Bucks on the break. On up the court. And Davis sends it back.
You can't take that shot in front of Davis. His reach, his height, his timing. He's never going to.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Caldwell Pope outside. High post Howard. 6 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. With the tip, and Howard with the second chance points.
Throughout his career, Howard has dominated the boards. The size, touch, and timing he possesses is just a lethal concoction.
For 3, Bledsoe. Rebound the Lakers. James right side. And Davis puts it in.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Howard, one of the most feared rim protectors in the league.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Caldwell Pope. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for James. And Milwaukee with a change here too. DiVincenzo's checked in. Lopez. That shot off. And the Lakers take it the other way. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe left side. It's stolen by Rondo. Out to the right wing. Lakers passing it around. Middleton against Kuzma. Just 4 to shoot. Makes it off the glass.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
1:16 left to play in the first. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And they really all have confidence in Antetokounmpo to run that set. They're willing to put every aspect of their offense in his hands. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And here's the Lakers. They're on a 14-6 run.
Out of bounds.
And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
I don't think that was a pass he should make. Too many things can go wrong. I mean, they're lucky to keep possession.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Now here is Hill. Here's DiVincenzo. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Now, Lopez is terrific on the offensive glass. I love seeing him use his long arms to haul in the boards.
And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Morris.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. There's the pass to Connaughton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Milwaukee, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Caruso kicks to McGee. Pass to Rondo. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Five seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Connaughton. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about losing to the...
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Ilyasova out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's George Hill. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. Los Angeles leading by 7. And the Lakers turn it over again. And the Lakers with some changes. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Green comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's LeBron in for Rajon Rondo. Marvin Williams is checked in for Milwaukee. Hill kicks to Connaughton. Three-pointer. And James pulls it down. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
And that one, good.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Bucks trail by 7. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And the basket by Hill.
And always looking for the high percentage bucket. Hill got that one right to the
Green in the post. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Williams passes to Connaughton. Williams against Kuzma. Passes it to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Korver, no luck.
Now, I think he lets the D get to him there, and he rushes it. I mean, he has plenty of space there if he just takes his time.
Here's Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, I like Morris. He's a valuable contributor on both ends of the floor. Now, he's a sniper from deep, and he can definitely lock you up on D as well.
And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right.
Oh, I love the strength of Morris. Even with suffocating defense, he wheels these shots in.
Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Caldwell Pope finds Morris over Lopez. Morris, no good. Bucks trail by 7. And the rejection by James.
Love watching James dominate on defense. An impressive rejection artist.
Howard's checked in for Morris. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Chris Middleton. Here's Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Well, it's nice to have Dwight Howard on the end of the break. Not much is going to go wrong when he's the guy finishing it off.
Pass to Bledsoe. And the jam by Bledsoe.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. 1:14 left in the first half of basketball. Howard in the post. Lopez covering. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, you got to respect the effort. When Lopez is determined to rebound the ball, it makes a difference. I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
And the dunk by Lopez.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in. One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Puts it up. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Lopez.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
And the dunk by LeBron.
Oh, there's no slowing down LeBron. Even if you hit him on the drive, he fends it off well with the strength.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Bucks passing it around. The putback. It's good on the putback.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
The drive by James and the dunk by James.
Now, you can't give James a lane to the basket. He's exceptionally quick at attacking on the drive.
Down low, here's Ilyasova. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
Whoa, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
What you love about AD defensively, the instincts, the ability to move his feet.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. The Lakers came ready to play. They scorched the hardwood with an aggressive stop. That's all for now.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the...
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Caldwell Pope against Middleton. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Nice, and you can't forget about the bunnies on Caldwell Pope. I mean, this guy is definitely looking to slam it down whenever he gets an opportunity.
And see, Webb, Kentavious Caldwell Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, GA. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. Tries to do more with less touches now. And that's the mindset you need to have playing the stars going for a championship.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. The Bucks also with the sub. Hill's checked in. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Determined to protect the lead with...
Oh, he delivers that with
I can't believe
force.
it. I cannot believe that.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
McGee, the pass to Davis. Drops in the layup for 2. Davis has got 8.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensive end.
Wesley Matthews on the wing. And the pass to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
And it's Davis missing. Bucks trail by 4. And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Giannis.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And some changes here for the Lakers. Morris is checked in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for James. The Bucks also changing it up. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Matthews. So it's the Lakers now. Here's Rondo. It's stolen by Hill. Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And it's McGee penetrating. Banked in off the glass. McGee's got his second basket of the game.
This is where McGee's coaches and teammates want him to shoot from. They know he can do damage in there with his hops.
Connaughton kicks to Williams. Back to Connaughton. Trying to get open is Lopez. Lakers leading by 4. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Morris. Now here's Caldwell Pope. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Some changes for the Lakers. Howard comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Alex Caruso in for Morris. Milwaukee also making some changes. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Korver comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for George Hill. DiVincenzo passes to Ilyasova. And the 3 off target. The Lakers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Rondo. The shot, no good. Korver with the defensive effort. Caldwell Pope against Ilyasova. Here's Williams. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Ilyasova with the ball. Picked up by Kuzma. Here's Connaughton.
Working as hard as anybody for that rebound. That's not an easy one to corral.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
DiVincenzo against Rondo, and it goes down 2 points. Lakers leading by 4. Here's Kuzma. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Kuzma's got 6.
Takes some strength to finish through that kind of contact, and Kuzma's definitely put in his share of work in the weight room.
Here's DiVincenzo. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Bucks trail by 6. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Shot from free throw range. DiVincenzo finds Ilyasova. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Fleshing out his interior game bit by bit. Ilyasova knows he has the skills to get it done.
Howard, the pass to Caldwell Pope. To the inside. Lays it up and banks it in. 6 points for him. Korver with it. Here's Connaughton. A 3 for DiVincenzo. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Los Angeles with their... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there at Bledsoe. And it's Matthews in at the 3, the small forward. Bledsoe dishes to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And when Kuzma is motivated on defense, it helps big time. He needs to be more consistent on this end, though.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Out of hand on it. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. Good.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity. No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That'll be his second foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Howard's checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Chris Middleton's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Green finds James, lays it up off the glass. LeBron's got 4 points in the quarter.
And James is super strong, incredible at powering through the defense.
Antetokounmpo inside. Davis is there. Antetokounmpo, no good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as much as 10. Lakers working the ball around now, and they pick up 2. Now it's a 6-point Laker lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. From downtown, a rebound by the Lakers. LeBron's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And here's Middleton. And it's sent back by Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Things can turn around in a hurry. I mean, can't they? Last quarter, he was lights out. All of a sudden, nothing's dropped.
Howard can't hit. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Bucks trail by 6. Bledsoe left side.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Davis dishes to Howard.
That's just an athletic, strong, big man. It's hard to guard Howard, giving out powerful.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lopez. Back to Giannis. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's now 18 points for Giannis.
Look, when someone's open, Lopez will find him, using his height to see over the defense.
It's LeBron with the drive. Howard's shot is good.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
No, just too big of a threat down there. I mean, he has a number of go-to moves at his disposal.
Lopez right side. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. To the paint, here's Lopez. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Oh, big-time player. When it's a critical possession, Lopez steps to the plate.
LeBron outside. There's the dish to Howard. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Here's Antetokounmpo. .46 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And James loves these big moments. He isn't afraid to shoot it when the game is on the line.
It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. James in the post. Guarded by Bledsoe. Money!
whether he's driving, posting up, firing from deep. You know, LeBron has it all. It's been a fantastic evening for him.
No time to waste on this possession.
Yeah, they got to get into the play fast and execute. It's your only hope. That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to James. Pass to Green. Here's Howard. It falls.
He is so experienced in these situations. I love seeing Howard welcome the chance to be the hero.
And so Los Angeles takes the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenge.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris.
I walked around a little bit. There's even some coronavirus Easter eggs around the beach, so I love that. And the other part I like is the shooting. I do like the aiming a little bit. I think it adds a little bit more of a skill gap to the game. It's less about just muscle memory and more about you have to match the
And we've got...
Hey, Kevin, thanks for...
And David, he is just getting started. Great stuff. Thanks as always. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. And it's Bledsoe in at the point guard position. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Trevor Ariza out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at center.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time, rising up for the dunk.
Here's Giannis. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now here's Lopez. Outside for Bledsoe. Giannis against Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots from the right block. Giannis no good. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Ariza passes to Anthony. A shake.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, I love how fast Antetokounmpo gets to the basket. One of the most mobile guys in the game.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spreading it around.
It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
Inside. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Chris Middleton. Lillard way outside. No good on the quick 3. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. They now take the lead. Antetokounmpo's got 6. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And finished off by Nurkic.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Bucks passing it around. Goes up the baseline, and that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Lopez. If you go a step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Ariza kicks to Anthony. Portland no good that time either. Bucks have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Ilyasova dishes to Lopez. Passes to Hill. Here's Connaughton. And here is Ilyasova. Lopez tried to bank it in, but he misses. It's McCollum with the drive. And Ariza with the stop.
Sensational timing from the athletic forward. Ariza has great chemistry and awareness with his teammates.
And Connaughton has it in the corner. His three-pointers off the mark.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trail Blazers retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Corver in for Dante DiVincenzo. Bucks shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. Hill looking around. Connaughton, great positioning on the putback.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Shooting foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Trent. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me. I'm able to know.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
We've got Rodney Hood. Collins is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Little. And it's Trent in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Left side, Williams. Over Collins. Williams' shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lobbed up there for Collins. Williams with the steal. The kick out to Hill. Back to Lopez. Bucks passing it around. Hood against Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Gets a very good look and converts. Lopez has got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks. Here's Trent. He's off on that one. Corver with the defensive effort. And so he'll bring it up for the Bucks. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Middleton the pass to Hill. And stolen by Hood. And here's the break. Whiteside inside. Lopez is there. Right side inside. Lopez covering. The shot's good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Korver kicks to Middleton. Fires the three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Presence of mind, really important. You know, this game is more mental than physical. And Middleton is a guy who stays in the moment. He's exceptional at knocking down a good shot off a good pass.
Ball's knocked loose. Milwaukee leading by 4. Over in the corner, Williams. From the line. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
Good on the shot. Hood's got his second bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The pass to Korver. 6 to shoot. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Middleton on the wing. To the middle. The kick out to Hill. Collins with it. Williams picks him up. Here's Little. Rebounded by Korver. Bucks leading by 3. Now Little. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Trent. Hill pulls it in.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. 52 seconds left here in the second. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
Here's Lillard. Makes it off the glass.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Damian Lillard.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
And he gets it to go. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
I like how Bledsoe uses his athleticism to challenge shots and try to get into the head of the shooter.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Bucks on top.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points. And that...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
On the court for the Bucks, Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the point.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Here's McCollum. Lillard, the pass to Anthony. Kicks it out to Lillard for the lead. Portland with a new 14. Anthony dishes to Lillard. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 11 points.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly. Launches a 3. That shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. Bucks trail by 6. Giannis with it. He's got 13 to stop the run. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. Rodney Hood's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Milwaukee also making a switch. George Hill's checked in for Eric Bledsoe.
And though he's still young, Giannis Antetokounmpo is already elite. I mean, his athleticism and length, really hard to contain.
It's McCollum with the drive. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul for the Trailblazers. Whiteside's checked in for Little. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Rodney Hood. And then for Milwaukee, Ilyasova, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Hill. Bucks trail by 3. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. McCollum against Lopez. And the basket by McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Lets it go from 14. That one bounces around and comes back out.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. And Portland has possession. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Ariza no luck. Bucks trail by 5. Pass to Matthew. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. The 11-footer. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Down low and stolen by Ilyasova. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. And that'll be his third foul so far. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Tipped away and stolen by Ariza. Passes it to Nurkic. Here's Trent from deep. There's the triple. They get it back. Fires the three. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Took him no time at all on that one. Middleton's got 9.
Boy, when you've got the jump shot that Chris Middleton has, you're always a weapon, which means you help create spacing for your teammates.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. For the lead, DiVincenzo can't hit it. And here's Whiteside. He'll bring it up for Portland. The lead is 2. McCollum outside. Nurkic kicks to Ariza for 3. Here's Whiteside. Kicks it out to Ariza. And McCollum launches it from deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Trailblazers lead by 2. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And for Portland, they're shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Poked away and stolen by DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. So it'll be Giannis Antetokounmpo shooting. It goes on C.J. McCollum. On the free throw, no good.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Milwaukee's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. To the inside, Ilyasova uses the glass to finish the layup.
So good to see Bledsoe setting up guys like that. I mean, especially when they're wide open and they've got the better shot.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Three-pointer, Lillard, and again it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And he's caught fire from long range here in the second half.
DiVincenzo finds Antetokounmpo. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
The shot by Lillard, wide open, and misses it off the right side of the rim. For Milwaukee, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
I tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
And Middleton kicks to Bledsoe. Back to Middleton. And stolen by Lillard. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Matthews comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Outside Matthews. Middleton against Lillard. And again, the Bucks miss. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And the basket by McCollum.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
The kick out to Matthews. Bledsoe outside. Beyond the arc. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. Trailblazers leading by 3. Ariza finds Lillard. We've got 1:28 left here in the fourth quarter. Shot, high post. Misses off the left iron. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him. Trailblazers making a switch here. Trent's checked in. Bledsoe outside. He feeds it to Middleton. Bledsoe passes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Man, that was a remarkable pump fake from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's really good at selling that shot fake.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 1-point game. Lets the 3 fly. It's good from beyond the arc.
Somebody's really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
Milwaukee has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Giannis left side. Basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
Back to Lillard. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
It drops.
Somebody stirred up Eric Bledsoe. He's rolling.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Anthony, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Brook Lopez.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer. And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Knocked loose. Matthews finds Lopez. And no good. Great D that time from Nurkic. Stolen by Bledsoe. Nurkic with the block. And he gets it back. But they recover it.
That is the killer instinct of Eric Bledsoe. When the game is up for grabs, he seizes it by the feet.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win. And
all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining. Up next, the Lakers taking on the Trailblazers. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for DA.
Kevin, thanks.
Sure does, DA. Thank you so much. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Howard is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Caldwell Pope in at small forward. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate, good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
It's LeBron with the drive, and he banks in the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Anthony no one around, and he misses his first shot of the game. Davis with it, now defended by McCollum. And a wide open look for James. They get it again. Davis on the follow.
Just another example of what makes Anthony Davis such a great rebounder. Size and athleticism, but you combine that with his anticipation, and he gets a lot of secondary opportunity. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
And a wide open look for McCollum, off target from outside.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times. Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Lillard attacking. That shot off, and it's the Lakers the other way. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Drills it from outside.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
It's stolen by Davis. Pass break, the Lakers. Howard, the pass to Davis.
Oh, man. Fans love it. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. Is Davis competing in the All-Star Slam Dunk Contest? I give him a 48.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Caldwell Pope outside. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by McCollum.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
That's a 2 from Lillard. The pass to Nurkic. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. The Lakers making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 5. And here's Anthony from the arc. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. It's LeBron with the drive. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on C.J. McCollum. Some changes for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Caldwell Pope. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Whiteside's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Collins comes in for Anthony. Rodney Hood subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Count that bucket. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Collins finds Whiteside. Outside Collins. Here's Little. No good off the back of the rim. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 16-6 run, and it's good. 2 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
It's deflected. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers. There's 39 seconds left here in the first quarter. And it's Little finishing it off.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding and rising up off the ground.
Kuzma passes to Davis. Here's Caruso from the arc. It's hauled in by Trent. The shot misses. Kuzma with the defensive effort. He feeds it to Davis. Collins grabs the miss.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Damian Lillard told us before the game when asked how
humble beginnings. You know, I'm from
well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Stingy on the...
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him. And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now there's another way Lillard can beat you off the ball. Great timing on the catch and shoot.
Right side tried to break free. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Morris passes to McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Lillard. The shot will not fall. Great tee that time from Green. Knocks it loose. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Baseline try. And that one goes long.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
To the left wing, Lillard from outside. That one doesn't drop. And the Lakers take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Rondo finds Green. Here's McGee. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Rajon Rondo.
Man, at the point guard position, are you kidding me? Explosive scoring ability and body control. That results in a bucket and a free throw.
It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Anthony with the defensive effort. Trailblazers trail by 3. And it's Lillard missing.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And the long strides of KCP. Dangerous changing ends there, and he loves to finish in space.
Here's Lillard. That's good from 17 feet away. Lillard's got 16 points.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. And Los Angeles with some changes. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Anthony Davis comes in for Morris. And James subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Hood's checked in. And it's Davis missing. And so Hood will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 3. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Melo can play big down there in the paint, so using his size that time to draw the contact.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. That's his first foul. And the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Danny Green. Hood finds Ariza. Here's McCollum, and he lays it straight in. And it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Here's Anthony. Good D by Howard. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9.
Well, you know, Davis, and he knows, is going to draw the attention of multiple defenders, and that time connects with a teammate to get it done.
Cullen passes to Hood. Portland moving the ball over. Ariza has the open look. Offline with his 3.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And finished off by Davis.
Terrific flush from Anthony Davis there. When he's given room to fly like that, he's going to take off.
And the basket by McCollum.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Kicks it out to LeBron. Passes it to Howard. Taken away by Anthony. Just 3 on the clock. No good at the rim. And a close game so far through the... Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope some struggles for Portland in the first quarter. They wasted no time putting themselves in a... And that'll...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Howard in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel.
I mean, it looks simple, but LeBron makes it look that way.
And now, here's Hezonja. D right on him, and it's Hezonja with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, energy is good, but not smart there trying to go through somebody on that play.
Nurkic checked in for a little.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Hezonja kicks to Whiteside. And LeBron with a clear path to the hoop. And James throws it down.
Love how quickly the King got out there. The first 2 steps getting that break started.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
And stolen by Whiteside. Dishes to Nurkic. Whiteside trying to break free. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Ariza.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Got a piece of it. Whiteside finds Ariza. And now here's Hezonja. Pass to Trent. Pass to Whiteside. Over Howard. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside, Green. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
How about the experience paying off here as Ariza excellent at noticing that his man was wide open.
Lakers trail by 3. It's stolen by Ariza. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Morris comes in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for James. Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Caldwell-Pope. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
As soon as Whiteside positions himself, he just spikes that one away. It's like he's playing beach volleyball.
Alex Caruso. He's checked in for the Lakers. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. Lillard from outside bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
It's stolen by Morris. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
And here's Portland. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. And the basket by Lillard. And now it's an 8-point Portland lead.
Just flying up and down the court. 9 straight in transition.
Morris finds McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Stolen by McGee. And they're running. Here's Rondo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And Rondo playing with great energy right now, putting the defense in some very difficult spots.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's Lillard. Kuzma pulls it in.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And Lillard gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Kuzma passes to Caruso. Out to Kuzma. To the paint. Here's McGee. Count it. McGee's got 7.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Here's Lillard, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Markieff Morris.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Caruso. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside Hood. The pass to Carmelo. Lillard from deep three-point land. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Lillard's got 15 points in just the second half. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them. Oh,
there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
On the court for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Rodney Hood, and it's Collins in at the center filling out the middle. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Zach Collins, and Trevor Ariza has subbed in for Rodney Hood. And a wide open look for Howard. The baseline jumper goes down. Howard's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Lakers. McCollum against Caldwell-Pope. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got the lead up to 11 now for Portland.
Well, McCollum just catching the defense asleep right there. I don't know why you would be. CJ's such a devastating scorer.
In deep. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Dwight Howard.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
And so Green will bring it up for Los Angeles. 11-point game. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, that's when you love to see the strength of Dwight Howard marching through the defense and just ripping away the second chance opportunity for an easy score.
Green with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. Shots good by Green. And here are the Trailblazers now. Lillard with it. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. 16 feet away. Portland grabs the miss.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And one of the big calling cards for Rodney Hood and why he can compete at this level is his athleticism. So as long as he believes in that, he can continue to make contributions to any team.
Here's James. A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit.
You cannot give Howard a clear lane to the rim. He's terrific at throwing it down there, especially off the quick first step.
Here's Simons. James covering. And here's Collins from outside. He can't get that one, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Inside, Caldwell Pope, and that one is hammered home.
And Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunk.
And Whiteside stays right with it. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. A nice shot by Simons.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Portland leading by 11. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break.
Yeah, Hood does a good job there of surveying the floor and being ready to deliver the pass.
James finds Howard to the inside. Here's Davis. Back to Howard. No good there. Collins with some nice D. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Portland.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lillard.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're leading by 15. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Passes it to Ariza. From deep. Rebounded by McGee.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
That's good from J.R. Smith.
Pretty evident the kind of player that J.R. Smith is, really a Wild West gunner and a guy who can win you games and sometimes put your team in a little bit of a bind if he gets streaky shooting the basketball.
And a deep three from Lillard. But they get it back. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. The Trailblazers rebound. Nurkic finds Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Out of bounds. The Lakers will take possession. The three from Bradley. No good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
match the notch on the meter and all that. It just makes it a little more advanced. But of course, the old timing is still there if people want to switch back to that. So it's up to your preference. I gave shot aiming a try, and it's worked out well for me.
When you look at all the feedback from Reddit and some of the ideas,
downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of... And as they...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Always looking to bring his guys with him. Thanks, David. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. And for Milwaukee, Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. No good from Howard.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And Matthews gets it to go.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Now here's Middleton. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Over Howard. Here's Giannis. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Now here's James. Howard draws the double. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
The poise of LeBron. Little pump fake, gets the defender in the air. That's all she wrote.
And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the Freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hand.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Lopez against Howard. Clock at 6. Back to Lopez. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. No good from Bledsoe. Lakers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Caldwell-Pope finds Davis. Outside for Caldwell-Pope. Launches it. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bucks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. On defense, the Lakers trailing by 2.
Hey guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Lopez with the steal. Middleton with it. Now guarded by Caldwell-Pope. On the wing, Giannis. To the paint from 10 feet out. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist from Antetokounmpo. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts of maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Howard draws the double. Here's Caldwell-Pope. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. That time working inside.
Now here's Antetokounmpo to the middle. And it's sent back by Howard. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Davis. Back to Caldwell Pope. Matthews with the steal. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. Finished off the break. Giannis has got 6 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Middleton against Caldwell Pope. Pass to Davis. Stolen by Middleton. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That'll be his second foul of the game.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a third foul this early.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
One of the more instinctive passers over the last decade, Rondo quickly locates the open man.
DiVincenzo. Morris with the rebound.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Shot from 12, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Milwaukee, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Ilyasova out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's George Hill, and it's Connaughton in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
You know, Smitty, the change for McGee is pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know, when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective.
McGee dishes to Morris. Back to McGee. And here is Ilyasova. Here's the break. Here's DiVincenzo. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Down low. McGee inside. Lopez covering, and it's sent back by Lopez. It's good.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. The kick out to Ilyasova. They get it back, and Hill is right there.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Caruso, defended by DiVincenzo. Milwaukee leading by 15. He gets that one.
That's where Hill really excels as a shooter in those catch-and-shoot opportunities.
To the inside, here's Caruso. Second chance shot. Lopez with the block.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That'll be his second foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for the Bucks. Korver comes in for Pat Connaughton. And the Lakers also making a change. And Anthony Davis is checked in for JaVale McGee. Lopez finds Hill. And the Bucks miss again. Lakers trail by 17. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Williams, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Caruso, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
There's the pass to Korver. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Rondo against Hill. Rondo passes to Kuzma. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. And Middleton subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Los Angeles, James checked in for Morris. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Alex Caruso. Now here's Williams. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Fires for three. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open.
Hold on!
Kevin, you gotta buckle up on that one. Respect. LeBron showing the artistry that other players could only dream of.
Milwaukee leading by 19. Outside Williams. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Kicks it down to Middleton. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Middleton's got 7 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And that's a nice pass. The patience of LeBron to let the play develop.
Here's Korver. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor. Here's Hill. And Hill throws it down.
Okay, George Hill. Elusive off the bounce. Makes it look so easy.
That one goes. Count it. He's got 8.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's in there. And the Bucks lead by 21.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Hill deciding where to go with it. Williams finds Middleton. Left side, out of the Antetokounmpo. Pass to Hill. On the wing, Williams. Offensive rebound. And so it's Milwaukee with a 19. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 10 points, 3 assists, and... That's all for now.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Howard is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3 spot. Here's Howard, and the rejection by Giannis.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Wasted no time on that one. Bledsoe's got himself on the board with 3 there. Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
And the rejection by James.
When he blocks shots, they are usually on the highlight reel. LeBron James with another one.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Bucks leading by 20. 2 minutes into the second half of play now, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the Lakers get called for the foul.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
A different look for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Wesley Matthews. And then for Los Angeles, JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Markieff Morris comes in for Davis. And it's Alex Caruso in for Caldwell Pope. Free throw good. Giannis. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And the shot goes in.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. McGee with the block. Here's the break. Here's Caruso. Great D that time from Giannis.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Lakers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Morris. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's DiVincenzo. Passes it to Ilyasova. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo. And there's the pass to Bledsoe. Back to Giannis. Bledsoe outside. That one off the back iron and out. Lakers shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. James lays it up off the glass. James has got 12 points in the game.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
To the paint. Here's Giannis. Bledsoe looking it over. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. That shot is off.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Here's Caruso. Here's McGee. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. 8 points for him.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Connaughton. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Feeds it to Antetokounmpo. And he uses the glass on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points in the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
You can't give a steamroller like LeBron that kind of opening. He'll bury you every time.
Here's Giannis. After the basket by Los Angeles, Ilyasova dishes to Antetokounmpo. Basket good.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
The shot's good from LeBron.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Connaughton kicks to Antetokounmpo, and here's Ilyasova outside, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Who better to run the offense through? LeBron making it all look seamless.
Bledsoe outside, and there's the call on James. That's foul number 2 for him. 5 seconds left to play in the third. And stolen by Kuzma. It doesn't go for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bucks ahead. They lead by 18. We're going to step aside for just a second. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Williams is out there with Kyle Korver. Then it's George Hill. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Matthews in a shooting guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Pass to Matthews. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Davis. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell Pope. And the Bucks making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. Milwaukee leading by 18. Middleton outside. Matthews passes to Lopez. For 3, Middleton. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the middle, taken away by Williams. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Nets the corner 3. And the Bucks lead by 21.
And boy, their offense becomes all the more efficient when Bledsoe is knocking those down. And it just opens up the passing lanes for him as well.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Williams. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. They get the rebound. Here's Davis. Lopez with the block.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Kicks it out to Giannis. Passes it to Lopez. Rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. 22 is their biggest lead. Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got his 5th assist in this one. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. It's Kuzma penetrating. Davis with the bucket.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Bucks leading by 19 points. Outside Matthews. Inside, here's Antetokounmpo. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Giannis has got 12 points here in the second half. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Davis kicks to Howard. Back to Davis. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
They are still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Count that one. Bledsoe's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Snatched up. Howard. Good D by Lopez. The Bucks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. And an intentional foul right there.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Lopez, up and in on the layup.
The gravity of Kyle Korver drawing defenders and finding the open man.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. From outside, off the mark. Milwaukee leading by 23.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No, there's a few ways to control a game, right? You can do it with pace, you can do it with patience and efficiency. Tonight, he did it by owning the boards.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The free throw off from Lopez.
Man, Robin Lopez has a lovable personality. He's someone his teammates really enjoy playing with.
And stolen by Ilyasova. And the Bucks with possession here. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. From deep three-point range, JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
For 3, Smith keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tipping.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And there's the feed to Korver. That one doesn't go. Good work defensively by Morris. McGee up top. And the pass to Cook. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Brown outside. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just...
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is